do the introductions for this. Again, special fight.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, round 4 of the evening here at Thunderdome, 35 for last-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He is trained by Mark Stevenson from the Japan. With a division weight of 66.2 kilograms, he has a record of 1 fight for 1 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Adam Milnes. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He is trained by Big Rig from Big Rig's gym. With a division weight of 66.5 kilograms, he has a record of 16 fights. With 3 wins, 3 draws, and 10 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Filipino Brice Roullo.
Great job, CJ. Prepanetti here at ringside with Paul the Main Man Morrison. Again, Adam Milnes taking on the Filipino Flash, Brice Roullo. Brice Roullo in his last fight of his professional career. A lot of highlights here for us here at Thunderdome, and we wish him all the best in his final fight. But let's get through this one.
Yeah, well, he's obviously going to want to finish with a bang. He's going to want to finish with a win. And Adam Milnes, as we said, this is his second fight. He's looking for his first win, so he's going to be just as desperate.
Brice Roullo in the southpaw stance again, as usual.
Absolutely.
We've seen him so many times here at Thunderdome.
You can see both boys just on a bit of a feel-out phase. You can see Brice is trying to be the aggressor. He's trying to get the centre of the ring. Adam Milnes has got his hands up nice and high.
Nice punch there by Milnes. Again, this one's scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds, so...
And I was pretty impressed with Adam Milnes' first
so was I, yeah.
fight. He fought Michael Warren, who beat him on the night, but Michael Warren went over and trained with the legendary Angelo Hyder, which we know Vic Darchin
established the jab. I mean, look at Angelo Hyder's trainer. The Green Machine in the house tonight. Danny Green, 4-time world champion.
And the current coach of the Maloney twins, who are the next big thing in boxing in Australia.
Nice punch there by Roullo. He's trying to look for that overhand left. That's the money shot for him.
Yeah, you can see that. He said Adam Milnes looks a bit tense to me, but as I said, he hasn't been in the ring for 2 years, and he's up against an awkward opponent in Brice, especially being a southpaw and a cagey fighter. So we'll see.
And he knows what's up against him. He knows that his opponent's in his last fight, so he's trying to wreck a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Oh, nice counter punch there, Roullo. That was the right hand that did it.
Yep. And we know that Brice is tough. We've seen him take punishment.
He won't go down easy.
No.
It's on the back foot now, and Brice Roullo is stalking Adam Milnes. He's got him up against the rope as Milnes tries to bounce off and move back around again.
So you can see that the longer this fight's going, you can see that Adam Milnes is starting to loosen up.
It's more of a stumble, I think.
Yeah, I think there might have been a bit of a trip. But you can see that he's starting to get a little bit looser. Brice is still just stalking, walking forward, putting the pressure on him.
Good early work there by Brice Roullo, but another nice punch there by Milnes. He's had a couple of good moments in the opening round.
Body shot. That left shot to the body by Brice. He doubled up on that, and that's definitely taken the wind out of Adam Milnes. You can see that he's on the back foot, and he's trying to suck in some deep breaths. So I'm not sure if Brice knows that he's hurt there.
Cool. Nice few punches there by Milnes, having his good moments here. It's over 30 seconds left in opening round.
Yeah, this has been a competitive fight at the moment.
Certainly has.
So it's scheduled for 4 rounds.
Crowd is still so noisy. I mean, from the opening bell of the opening fight, what a magnificent crowd here at Perth Metro City. Absolutely. We do hope you're enjoying our coverage. We know you are, because the fights have been magnificent tonight. Long way to go.
And the boys look great in the flashy guarded gloves.
It's a good opening round by both fighters. I think that Brice Roullo probably had more busy moments and had Milnes on the back foot a lot of that first round as we take a look at both corners. Big Rig.
That's Benny Cruz in the corner. So he's got an experienced corner there.
Here we go. Have a look at this bit of action. Nice head movement there by Brice and coming forward, and there was a bit of a stumble, probably more stepped on his toes.
Which happens a lot with it, yeah. Happens a lot with the lead feet, with the southpaw and the orthodox. I think it was a really competitive first round. I agree with you with the scoring. I'd give it to Brice purely because I think he just pushed the action a little bit more. I think that probably landed the same amount of scoring punches. But
that's not a given. Again, we saw one fight earlier on that we thought there was going to be a clear unanimous, and it was a split. And we think, wow, you just don't know. So it's not a given.
Yeah, I think that when the fight's very close, somebody has to win the round.
I know,
as we know, and that's when you do start to look at the ring control.
Correct. Round two.
So once again, Roullo's in all red, and Milne in the all black. For all the viewers that are watching, and we'll give a big shout out to any viewer that's tuned in from Melbourne at the moment with what they're going through. Hopefully this boxing gives them some entertainment while they're in lockdown.
Absolutely. My sister and nephew are over there watching this great action. So hello to Renee and Aaron.
Oh, nice big counter hook there. Brice went down to the body and it came back with a receipt by Milnes to the head.
Hello to Stuart as well, who had his birthday recently. So hope you're having a good lockdown party.
Looks like we might have some blood coming out of the nose of Milne.
A little bit of a foot stamp then, trying to sort of get some reaction out of Brice Roullo.
Yeah, I think there is some blood. And I think, it's coming from the nose. So there's not a cut, but it is coming from the nose. So the corner's going to have a look at that. And he's got 2 minutes to get through it. And it gives a target for Brice now that he can really start to hone in on where he's already got some damage.
And now Brice Roullo going in again, working the uppercut, working the overhand right, and Milne fights back nicely.
It seems to be bothering because he's wiped it a few times now. So he doesn't seem to be happy with, obviously, the blood that's coming out.
No, where the term smells blood comes from, hey, Paul Morrison.
That's exactly right.
Nice work there by Roullo. Just busy at the moment, I think.
Yeah, and that's what he does. He's, he seems to just outwork his opponent. His punches seem to be the biggest punches. He doesn't have the big power or the massive speed, but he's just a workhorse. And it shows in his record. But he's copped a straight right hand there, which sort of buckled the knees.
That was a great punch there by Adam Milnes. So again, he has having his moments, and the referee, the judges might like that.
Yeah, just at the moment for me, there's just not enough of them.
Agree.
There's the one or the twos, whereas Brice just seems to. But there's that straight right hand again. It's his best punch. We said it earlier on in the exhibition with the southpaw and the orthodox. His straight right hand's the best punch.
It's got him trapped in the corner again. So Milne takes a deep breath.
Yeah, he's definitely worried about that nose. He's just blown some out. But I'd like to see both guys just set a little bit more down on their punches, and especially the jabs. Brice is sort of sitting on the left hand, and you can see that Adam Milnes is obviously sitting a bit on the right hand, but you've got to establish distance and range first, and that's what the jab's so important to do. There's only been the one jab at the moment, not doubling or tripling them up. You can see it's just one jab each before they're trying to go with the attacks.
Nice work by Brice. He'll probably land a couple more punches than Milne did. And that's been the story, I think, so far. What we're seeing from commentary position, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Nice round by both guys then, a very entertaining fight. And the crowd here at Metro City totally getting into this one again.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is an evenly matched contest. I mean, for me, it is 2 rounds to Brice, but they're close rounds. So it wouldn't surprise if some of the judges, as you said early on tonight, may see it the other way. I don't. I see it as 2 rounds to Brice, and it's only scheduled for 4 rounds. So I'd like to see Adam Milnes step it up a little bit.
And here's a look at the replay. And again, there was that nice work there by Brice Roullo. Not too many got through then. But again, all the work coming from one way. Yeah. And a couple of jabs thrown out by Milne, but didn't land at all. So the sequence we're watching now is Brice Roullo probably outworking Adam Milne.
Yeah, and Adam Milne definitely seems uncomfortable with that blood nose.
And that was the punch that we're talking about, that it was just not enough of them.
Absolutely.
There we go, round 3, scheduled for 4. It's an entertaining fight again. Brice Roullo, the Filipino Flash, his last fight of a great career. Entertaining career. That's a nice punch there by Milne to start round 3. Roullo doesn't want to take too many more of them.
Yeah, we've gone back to exactly how it's been in the first 2 rounds. Milnes is happy to fight on the back foot. Brice is happy to stalk him and come forward. And that's exactly how we've started this 3rd round. Sometimes for the viewers at home, the fight can, for Milnes, he needs to change that up, Brett. He can't just keep going back to the way he's going, according to me, with my unofficial scorecard, because at the moment, there's not enough counter punches that are scoring that would be winning him the round. So I'd like to see him try to come forward, try to put the pressure on Brice and turn the tables and not let Brice just get into his rhythm. And he just did that there, where he came forward with some good punches.
Yeah, and then Roullo fires back, and again, Milne acknowledges it and said, yeah, let's go again.
Yeah. And immediately then goes back onto the back foot. So again, I'd like to see just a few more jabs to really set up the distance and the range before setting up the straight punches going down the middle. And you can see that Milnes is looking for that straight right hand to walk Brice onto it.
Oh. He said nice movement there by Milne to get out of there, because could have been in trouble then.
Both corners seem to be very relaxed. It looks like Jay Gray's joined the big rig. And Benny Cruz in the corner.
Nice body work there by Roullo. Went upstairs, went down below, and landed a couple of nice body shots. And I'm sure Milne would have felt. Because, again, we have seen before in the past, Roullo does have power.
Yeah, and can take the shots.
That's the other key as well. He keeps on coming.
Yeah. So you can see that blood nose is starting to come out again. The corner did a good job, but he's still got a minute to go in this round.
Oh, nice head movement there by Roullo, but then does get one landed on him.
There's a nice
nice follow-up there by both guys.
Yeah, I think Brice has hurt him a little bit here. If I was Brice, I think I'd be, in my last fight, I'd be going for it here. I think there might be an opportunity.
Big deep breath there by Milne, and the way he moved there, he looked tired.
Yeah, there looks like there's an opportunity. Whether Adam Milnes is hurt.
I think it was a body shot.
It definitely was. Body shots to the viewers at home, it's like putting money in the bank, Brett. When you want to go and withdraw it later, it's there. It takes your life out of you.
Perfect way to put it.
I can't say that I came up with that saying. I did hear it once from Teddy Atlas.
Uppercut by Roullo. That's forced Milne back, but he takes it well. But you can tell that Roullo is wearing Milne down.
Yeah, and his legs look a little bit shakier at the moment now. He's a little bit, not as set, but he's walked into another right hand.
Wow, what a round. Great round of boxing. Filipino Flash doing what he needs to so far in our eyes in his final fight.
Yeah.
But again, he's got a tough Adam Milnes in front of him, and it's not over.
And in a 4-round fight, this is really where Brice comes into his own. The constant pressure, the workhorse, just constantly grinding. This is where it starts to pay dividends.
Oh, look at that uppercut. As we look at the replay, I mean, that was a magnificent, that's probably the best punch of the fight.
Absolutely, and Adam Milnes acknowledged it. He knew that it had hurt him. It opened the nose up again, or got some more blood coming out of the nose. I think
we're going to have a look at it again here.
That's some nice head movement.
There it is, bang! Yeah. What an uppercut. Great uppercut from the Filipino Flash, Brice Roullo, in his final fight. And I think final instructions going, this is the last round of your career. Do not let it slip and get the job done. That's the message from the corner.
Absolutely, and he'd be looking to go on a high. He's looked to press the fight, and again, Adam Milnes is tough. He's taken some punishment, but he's been willing to dish it back.
Fourth and final round, and the final round of the career of Brice Roullo. We thank him for his contribution here at Thunderdome, but he's still got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
Absolutely, and we know that anything can happen. The only thing I will say about Brice's last fight is I put a big question mark on that, because he takes fights at last minute, late notice, with no training.
Does it so many times.
And it wouldn't surprise if he got a phone call one day and he said, I'll do it.
It wouldn't surprise me either, to be honest with you, but I think he's done. I think that he's...
There's that right work. Uppercut. Yep, he threw the right uppercut and the straight left hand behind it. And that's really obviously caused Adam Milnes to take attention to that.
Body from Milne, but again, fired back by Roullo. And this is a story again. Walking forward is Roullo, and on the back foot is Milne. Oh, great there, right counter by Roullo.
There's that body shot. I think that Adam Milnes is hurt, he's tired, the pressure's been onto him. You can see him taking some big, deep breaths. I wonder how much Brice has got in his tank, but we're coming up to the halfway mark of the fourth and final round.
I think his conditioning is obviously very good because, again, he's still in there and he's grinding away. So and for the punishment he's taken, he's still in there.
Absolutely. He's coming in tremendous condition. You can see that Brice is now trying to find a home for that right uppercut in the straight left hand. He's throwing it constantly. He's landed it a few times. But you can see the fight's gone it's being fought the way that Brice Roullo wants to have the fight. And that's where I'd be encouraging Adam Milnes to try to change that up. Is it trying to push Brice on the back foot, try to put a bit more pressure on him? Is it try to box further from the outside?
He does have to be careful, though, because that was a nice punch by Milnes, and he doesn't want to mess it all up in the final minute.
Absolutely. And the crowd is involved. It's a huge crowd here. You can see at Thunderdome.
I have a lot of support here, because knowing that it's his last fight as well.
They're coming up to the 30 seconds to go. I wonder whether his team in his corner will yell out, or whether Brice will go for it, or whether he'll just continue to outbox.
Look at the crowd pump it up after that announcement by CJ that it's the final 30 seconds of the fight, now 20. Look at that, they're going at it, they're throwing bombs at each other. This is the way that Brice Roullo wants to go out, throwing bombs against a tough opponent that will not back down.
Yeah, what a way to finish the fight. Wow. And if it is, what a way to finish the career.
Congratulations to both fighters. That was magnificent to watch. Pleasure to be here for that one.
Yeah, great way to finish the fight. I've got it unofficially 4 rounds to Brice, but we'll wait and see what the judges say.
Brice Roullo has to be the winner of this fight, and I'm looking forward to speaking to him afterwards, regardless.
Yep.
Now for the here that are 35, ladies and gentlemen, 4 rounds in the welterweight division. Now we turn to the judges for their decision. Ladies and gentlemen, it is unanimous. Your winner, the blue corner, Brice Roullo.
This was the final fight of the career of Brice Roullo. This man, I was happy to say you before I talk about the fight. This man, again, many appearances at Thunderdome. We've been watching him over the years, really enjoyed the interaction in the ring. But he was the type of guy that could fight anyone, anywhere, anytime. You took several of your Thunderdome fights at last minute as well. A lot of them were last minute fights, and Thunderdome needed rescuing. You were there. I mean, the days of Filipino face, but you were also a rescuer. So congratulations and thank you. Now, let's talk about the fight. I think it was a very good component for your final fight. It was tough, but you kept on walking down. and you got the job done. How are you feeling after those 4 tough rounds?
Yeah, I felt everything on that room. Obviously, it was a bit rusty, but it was good to get in there once again. But yeah, I'm sure after leaving, I've had 17 fights, and it's been a blast. And it's obviously a new chapter in my life now. I'd just like to thank Tony and family, Dragon Fire, also Big my first whichever sewage, and my first name is Brice is here. Yeah, thanks guys, everyone who's been involved in boxing, if I love this, it's been a pleasure. I've been around, I've been behind the scenes, very happy with that, and I was still here in the second round, so. I'm not going to come back on the word, I'm going to say some comment about it.
Well, once again, Brice, fantastic career, and you've enjoyed watching you once again. I'm so happy that you got the win in the qualifiers as well. It was a great way to go out and run with it, Brice, so well done. No worries.
This is the sport that's coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting Filipino, the Filipino Flash, Brice Roullo. He loves you too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are